basically just like chops it up. So it just made this like sound with the bass, and I put a kick underneath, and I like threw open my door, and Amir was like sitting at the kitchen, and I was like, Amir, give me 20 minutes, I'm about to cook.
And it's just a bass sound that gets chopped up on the grid, creates that nice groove that you hear throughout the entire thing.
Got your structure down, you know the energy, you know how it's moving, you know it's conveying the emotion that you want.
So that's definitely like something that I find to be somewhat challenging, especially working in a group of like 3 people, just because every song has its own background, and you gotta figure out what it means to you individually too.
Amir, his thing is definitely just, he's great at writing melodies and chords. His ability to write chord progressions that capture like a certain vibe is really unique, and he writes like a lot of chords for a lot of our songs.
Doing it as a team is also the most fun thing, because making music can be a little overwhelming sometimes. Sometimes you don't get it the way you want. It's really helpful having other guys that can just hop in and really take this to the next level.
If I don't do my part, that's just not gonna happen. And I feel like all 3 of us collectively care enough about this, where we want this to work. We want this to be like, we want to spend all of our time doing this. So,
And I think with Prem, his biggest thing is experimentation throughout. He's the person that's going to take a core concept and turn it into something completely different that you didn't even know you were expecting.
the reality is that there are no off days, and if you are having an off day, it's just you're letting the other people down.
In certain ways, I think we also are learning how to handle that and learning how to work through challenges, learning how to kind of confront things, talk about things, at the same time understand each other more, build more kind of intimacy between us.
And that's where I think a lot of the friction comes to, of we're just challenging each other and trying to see, okay, how much better can we make this song?
Obviously, still learning a ton every day, but I feel like it's almost like night and day what we've been able to accomplish like over the past year and a half.
How emotional you were when you were creating it, or how your heart beat as fast as that beat that you were creating when you made it. So it's like you're able to kind of reminisce on the different parts of your life, like a little journal just in music form that we can kind of continue always going back to.